Happy Monday, friends. Hope everybody's doing well. Thank you so much for being here. It's my birthday. Woo. Actually, my birthday was yesterday. And I was supposed to do the stream last night, but hi, sweetheart. Rosie's here to say hi. I just sort of time got away with me, and we had a lovely evening, lovely dinner, and so here I am. How's everybody doing? Are you having a good day? Good start to the week. It has been really nice and cool the last few days. And now, oh, the heat wave is back, friends. It's hot. It's getting muggier outside. Oh, thank you. Look at all the lovely people popping in. I do have some special guests coming. Not sure when they will be here, but they will be here, hopefully, fingers crossed. And I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you to all of you for your continued support and your love. Whether you show up and participate in the chat, whether you give me a thumbs up, you watch one of my videos, I truly, 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 from the bottom of my heart, appreciate your support. There was many times when I didn't know that I could feel this sense of contentment again, this feeling of joy and just feeling good about myself overall. And it's because of this channel. It's because of all of you. Whether you're here in the chat now or you're going to watch this back on the replay, just thank you for all that you do. Seriously, it means the world to me. Isadora is in the house. Thank you so much, Isadora, for being here and for always being so supportive. I truly, truly appreciate you, my friend. Many blessings to you. Hershey, the shadow reader, is in the house. How are you, my friend? Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you so very much. JR, my dear, dear friend, how are you? Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being a part of this little birthday celebration. I appreciate you very much, my friend. And I'm very, very proud of you. You have done such incredible work on yourself. Don't give up. Keep going. I believe in you. Miss Candy B is in the house. Thank you so much, Candy, for being here. Thank you for participating in my birthday celebration. It means the world to me that you're here, and I thank you kindly for all your love and your support, my friend. Miss Ellen, there aren't enough words to describe how appreciative I am for all of your continued support. Thank you so very much for being here. It does mean everything to me. Heavenly blessed honey. Happy birthday to you, Kelly. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kelly. Happy birthday to you. May all your wishes come true. Thank you so very much. That's so incredibly sweet and kind. I can't believe you got that into 200 characters. Thank you so much for being here. Truly means the world to me. Miss Jessica Lynn, thank you so much, my friend, for being here. Longtime supporter, Jessica Lynn. I so appreciate you being here and joining us tonight. Really does mean the world to me. Thank you so much. Miss Sin is in the house. Thank you so much, Sin. You left a comment the other day on one of my videos that really touched me, and I thought, you have such a wonderful, positive outlook and attitude. Sin has been going through some health struggles. She has the best attitude, the most positive sort of outlook on things, and that is so beautiful. That is such a blessing. Thank you so much for sharing that in the comment section, because I believe when you put those vibes out, that it is embraced by other people, and it sort of goes out to other people. So thank you so much, Sin. Best of luck to you on your health journey. And I appreciate you very much, my dear friend. Excuse me. Esther G, how are you, my friend? Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being a part of my birthday celebration. I appreciate you. Longtime supporter. Well, all of you are longtime supporters. And I appreciate you all so, so, so very much. Thank you so much. Miss Linda Kelser. You know, Linda, I think you've been with me since the beginning, and you always have the most profound things to say. I have a hair in my eye. Who could believe a house with 3 cats and a dog have a hair in their eye? Always have the most profound things to say. It's like sometimes you're reading my mind. You put the thoughts in that I'm trying to put into words that I can't get out. I just appreciate you so very much. Thank you for being here. It means the world to me. Heavenly blessed honey again. Excuse me. Denise McMillan is in the house. Happy birthday, beautiful Kelly. Sending you healing light, love, miracles, and blessings throughout the year. You've come a long way. Aw, thank you so much, Denise. I appreciate you being here, my friend. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Honestly, means the world to me. Y'all are going to make me just burst into tears. I can't even get through the names. Louise is in the house. Thank you so much, Louise. Always Miss Positivity, putting comments. I mean, you guys are just fabulous. And here's the thing, right? You know, no matter what channel you're watching and they say, you know, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, share with a friend, you know, leave a comment. It's not just because it boosts the algorithms, but that is the truth. It does boost the algorithms. How better of a way to communicate than through the comment section, right? This is where we can share and lift each other up, inspire, motivate, connect, embrace is in the chats, in the comments. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing to participate in, to be a part of. And I dare say you really can feel the love when you embrace the comment section or the chat, you know, if you're not doing politics or something like that. So thank you, Louise, for being here. It means the world to me, love. Okay, we have Mickey Taylor in the house. Happy birthday. May your year ahead be filled with all that's positive for your journey, and there be an abundance of love, laughter, and all your dreams coming to fruition. That is beautifully worded. Thank you so much, Mickey, for being here. I truly appreciate that. That was wonderfully written. I appreciate it so very much. Miss Paisley is in the house. Miss Paisley, thank you so much for being here. Miss Paisley, known for your short but profound and powerful acronyms. I'm waiting for one to come out. She is amazing with these beautiful little, it's almost like, remember when you were back in school and you created like little formulas to help you remember certain phrases or certain things? Paisley like drops them all the time. Absolutely phenomenal. I so appreciate your support. Thank you so much for being here. Clarence, my friend, how are you? Thank you so much for being here. Really, truly means the world to me to have all of you here. I am bursting at the seams with joy at this moment. Annie is in the house. Thank you so much, Annie, for being here, for participating. I truly appreciate it. All right. Heavenly blessed honey, again, been a while and love you always. Well, thank you, my friend, and I love you right back. Candy B says, you are most welcome. You're the first live reading messages I've received, and it was eye-opening and heartwarming all in one. Truly appreciate you. Thank you, Candy B. Blessings to you, my love. I appreciate that so very much. Miss Lady Silver, how are you, my friend? Friends, for those of you that don't know, Lady Silver, amazing psychic, amazing medium. She does have a channel on YouTube. Do go check her out. She is awesome, and I thank her kindly for being here. It means the world to me. Oh, thank you, Isadora. Isadora is my... Get those thumbs up. Let's go. All right. Who else? Have I missed anybody? We've got Fatima in the house. Thank you so much, Fatima, for being here. I truly appreciate you. You know, always leaving comments. Fatima, like, honestly, it's like she watches the video and she leaves a comment, and I so appreciate, you know, that level of support is really hard to come by. And when I say that, what I mean by that is just one time. But the fact that you all do this so much and so often to all of the people that you support is truly phenomenal. And like, it's hard to find the words to express how much it means to us, right? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Miss Fleck is in the house. Happy birthday, friend, from one Leo to another. That's it. Got my Leo mane all tamed up today. I'm kidding. Thank you so much, Fleck, for being here. I truly appreciate you. You are so, so kind, so sweet. And I think you have a wicked sense of humor. And I so appreciate the fact that we need that sense of humor every once in a while. And here comes Paisley with one of her beautiful little sort of acronyms, I'm going to call it. We've got GUS, God, Universe, and Soul. Beautiful, beautiful. Heavenly Blessed Honey says, Kelly, you have made such an impact on our lives. Thank you so much. Oh, that's going to make me cry. Thank you. Gina's Place. Hi, Kelly. Happy birthday, friend. Thank you so much, Gina. I so appreciate you being here. Quincy is here saying hi to everybody. He's like, happy birthday, Mom. Okay. We've got Sin saying, Dozen Cats, your birthday fell during the 8/8 energy period. Did it bring you extra energy or question mark? To be perfectly honest, I sort of felt like my pants were on fire a little bit on Friday and Saturday. Like, like, ooh, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? Not so much now. I'm sort of coming on the tail end of it. Now I kind of feel like I've turned 59 and I need some sleep. But hey, you know what? 59, it's just a number. I feel good. My heart is happy. And it's amazing because, as I was saying before about Sin's sort of positive attitude and outlook, when you embrace that, and I know that it can be hard because I lived in that space for such a long time, but when you embrace that, when you truly embrace it and believe it with every fiber of your being, you can literally turn your frown upside down. And I'm not saying that to be a smart ass. I'm saying that because it's the truth. It is my lived experience, right? We are in control, right? Empower yourself, take inspired action, put a smile on your face, and say that today is the day that we are going to have the best day ever. And allow yourself to just experience that. Because the more you experience that, the more you will want of it. And the more you want, the more you will do to make it happen. And then it just becomes like Tuesday, right? It's an everyday occurrence. No matter what obstacles, no matter what struggles, no matter what challenges come your way, you have that experience of all of that positivity and all of that empowerment, all of that abundance, all of that joy to sort of pull from. And it's a beautiful thing, my friend. It's a beautiful thing. JR, thank you for putting Lady Silver's... Excuse me, what is happening here? Oh, Quincy just came out from underneath the bed and scared Rosie. Paisley has put... this in, and I love this from Paisley. We have peace and hug, positive energy and courage exchange, helping us grow from her soul, source of unconditional love. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. I don't know if we have a rabbit out in the backyard or what, but we've got some things going on. Gina, thank you so much for the super sticker, my friend. I truly appreciate that. That's very, very generous, very, very kind. I truly, truly appreciate it. Mickey says, another Leo here. Mine's next Sunday. Let the Leos roar. Be one of love always, except when we're pissed off, right? I love that, Mickey. Thank you so much for sharing that. JR, Kelly, you deserve all the love. You are truly one and only. Thank you, JR. JR is, and I'm not saying this to dismiss anyone else, but JR is a prime example of exactly why I thought that this channel was important in terms of me sharing my experience. I have sat here and witnessed the growth, the personal achievement, and the success that JR has had. I can see it in the comments. I can see it in the questions. I can see it in the level of participation. And it is a beautiful, beautiful miracle to allow me to sit here and witness that. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you for letting me be a part of your journey, JR. Because I happen to think that you truly are one and only. You're one of a kind. I don't know what is going on with Rosie in the back. My husband's out there with her, and they're having an issue. We don't know what's going on. Ellen R says, just a number. That's right, sister. Listen, you know what? I don't look too bad for 59, and I feel pretty good, and that's all I can hope for, right? Heavenly Blessed Honey says 59 and what a star shine. Thank you, my friend. Sin, thank you so much. That is so, so kind of you. $8.88. Love the number 8. Strength and power and energy, right? I mean, if you look at the tarot card, which is strength, which is the Leo, right? Or the card that is associated with Leo. You know, the lion is all about power. It's about perseverance. It's about your inner courage, right? And when I look at that card, I always think about, you know, those days when you're not feeling particularly up or particularly strong, where you feel like you might need a little extra help, or you might need to put your super cape on just to give yourself a boost, right? It's like sort of like a suit of armor. And that's what I love about the strength tarot card. Really, really appreciate you putting that, because that speaks to me. Absolutely. All right. Let's see here. We got a whole bunch of things. I got an email. Oh, thank you. Someone gave me a thank you. Thank you. Thank you to the person who sent me a PayPal donation. You know who you are. It means the world to me. Thank you so very much. JR thought that someone was playing the drums in the background. No, it's just the animals. Bernice is in the house. Happy birthday. I just turned 70 on July 20th. And yes, our age is just a number. I always stay positive and stop stressing over what I have no control of. Hugs. Thank you so much, Bernice, for your insight, for that really, really awesome and positive message. And I agree, my dear friend, and happy belated birthday. Thank you so much for being here. Miss Mackenzie is in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my beloved niece, who I am seriously waiting for. When are you coming? Waiting for you, Mackenzie. So incredibly proud of this young lady. And she is a breath of fresh air. She is fun, and she is witty, and she is so incredibly wise. She has had struggles, she has had successes, and it's just honestly, I'm so filled with pride watching her grow and flourish and become empowered. It's amazing to watch, and you truly light my world up. So thank you so much, Mackenzie, for being here. You know, Auntie Kelly loves you. And there is my dear friend, Mr. Johnny from Tarot Apprentice. If y'all not familiar with who Johnny is, please do go check him out. He actually has a new tarot deck out for sale, as well as an oracle deck. The description for those I can add to the bottom of this stream. Do go check it out. I plan on buying myself one of the oracle decks or his oracle deck for sure, because I sort of got a sneak peek way a while back. But anyway, thank you, Johnny, so very much for being here. It truly means the world to me. Your friendship and your support of me, second to none. And I can't thank you enough for the feeling that you give me, which is knowing that someone has my back, and that in this, you know, internet, YouTube, social media, crazy world is so rare and so appreciated. Truly, from the bottom of my heart, you're like just the kindest soul, and I so appreciate your friendship. And thank you kindly for the donation. That was very sweet. All right, let us move forward here. I'm missing so many people. Yes, absolute. Whoops. There we are. Mickey Taylor says, it is the struggles that make the successes shine brighter in our hearts. Absolutely. I mean, it totally is. And, you know, we don't realize it when we're in the struggle, right? But when we get on the other side of that struggle, you're like, you know what? I got this, right? Yes. Gina, I think that for those of you that don't know or aren't familiar with, and Jar, thank you for putting the links in. I appreciate you. Trillium Tarot, Stephanie, she's amazing, wonderful creator. She does deck reviews, and she did a review on Johnny's tarot deck. So if you're interested in looking at the deck, try that out. Right, go check that out. You came here for the cake, right? So I can show you guys what I got. I didn't get cake, so I'm allergic to eggs, so I don't often eat like regular cake unless I kind of like make it myself. But I had a craving for a brownie, which was weird. I usually have an ice cream cake for my birthday. But this year, what I wanted was, do you remember if you went to the Dairy Queen, it was called like, I think it was a Brownie Supreme. So it was like brownies with ice cream, right? Plain Jane, but oh so good. So my husband was kind enough to make this for me with the candle. So I had a brownie, and we've got some vanilla and sort of like a chocolate swirly kind of ice cream with chocolate sauce and a candle. I mean, it was so good. So good. So that's what I had. That's what I had. Okay. So, it was so yummy. We had a lovely roasted pork dinner last night with rice and some vegetables. Oh, hi, Sherry. Thank you so very much for being here. Whoops. I hit the wrong one. So sorry. Thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate it. Oh, sorry, Johnny. Mickey says, I cannot pronounce that, vegan, so normal cake isn't going to happen, but I love raw cakes. Wow, really? That requires further investigation. Johnny says, I'm walking to the store now, and you're messing up my list with this brownie talk, but please continue. Johnny's going to go to the store and get all the things that he didn't want to get. Amanda Carroll is in the house. Thank you so much, Amanda, for being here. Happy birthday. Here's hoping all of your wild and wonderful wishes come true. And chocolate. Yeah, and more chocolate. Again, Sherry, thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate everyone being here. This is fantastic. Y'all, like, you know, I don't want to like be weird about it, but honestly, you don't know how much, I mean, who am I right? Like, I'm no one special. I'm no different than anyone else. And yet I have this amazing group of people that have come together, and we have formed this amazing sort of energetic relationship. And I just like, sometimes I'm like stunned by it. I'm truly sometimes stunned by it. It blows me away, and I just could not be more appreciative or grateful. Thank you so much. Scorpio Mama is in the house. I hope you're doing well, my friend. I haven't seen you in a bit. I hope everything's okay. Truly appreciate you being here. And my husband, of course, boom, right there. He will be joining us shortly, I'm sure. Raw cakes are made without flour and totally rich. I've never had that, but I mean, hey, why not, right? Okay, so this is what I thought we would do. Okay, now I don't know if this is going to make a lot of sense. We'll try it out. I do want you guys stay with me, because we are going to do a couple of giveaways. So don't go too far. But I do want to say to you guys that I know I'm pretty much an open book, and there's a whole lot that I have shared here on this channel. But this is your opportunity. Ask me anything, whatever it might be, right? Good, bad, otherwise, I'm here for it. Let the questions roll in. We'll do some of that. Then we'll do a giveaway. And then I got some more stuff up my sleeve. Well, besides my arm. That's my attempt at a joke, friends. Sorry. I do want to share this. So every year on my birthday, if I haven't already shared this, every year on my birthday, and my sister's birthday too, for whatever reason, my mother thought that was the time that she should share our birth story. And it gets old. Just going to tell you guys, it gets old, because you got friends there, potential like boyfriends or whatever. And she just would start with the whole story. And then, you were going to come out, but then you didn't. And, I came out and I ruptured my mom's appendix, and I tried to come out 6 months earlier. And like, it's like a whole thing, right? And she would tell that story every year on your birthday in front of whoever was there. And it was like, oh, could you stop? Now, of course, I miss it, and I wish that she was here to tell the story. But yeah, she got quite a charge out of that. I don't know why, because it's not that great of a story. I mean, the outcome, I suppose, was fabulous, but the story itself wasn't that great. Amanda says cocoa powder, plain yogurt, honey, and boom, deliciousness, right? I love it. Okay, what is the coolest present you ever got? The coolest present I ever got for my birthday, it's a toss-up, really. So one year on my birthday, when I think I was turning 10 or 11, my puppy, Peanut, I don't even know that we knew that she was pregnant, but she had babies. There I was having my birthday party, and boom, she was outside in the rain, because it always rains on my birthday. Always. And she was outside my birthday party, having her puppies. And so that was an amazing, unexpected gift. And the next one was this wonderful book that my sister gave me, where it has like different passages in it, what we share, what we don't, what we're alike, and what we're not alike in, just different stories like that. And I love that book, because it's like a diary of our journey together as sisters, and it's just a beautiful memory. And so those would be the coolest gifts that I ever got. Okay. Thank you so much for asking that question. Heavenly Blessed Honey says, it's been a bit over a year, and you were the first I found not to ever be. Oh, thank you so much. That's very kind. That's very, very kind. And thank you for sticking with me. Thank you. It truly means the world to me, as I said. Candy says, yup, moms always find the best times to tell the birth stories. Like, I don't know what it was. Like, I really, really, truly don't know what it was. JR says, how did you and your husband first meet? Well, we used to work at the same company. And I was a dispatcher, so I was constantly talking over the radio, and apparently he liked my voice and wanted to meet me, and so that's kind of how that happened. And that was let's see, at the end of September, we will have been married for 20 years. And so we've been together since 1998. Like, I can't even do the math. That's a long time. You know, when you don't believe something good can happen to you, he was the something good that I didn't believe could happen to me. And I fought it and resisted it for a long time, because those of us that have gone through trauma or pain or challenges or upset sometimes don't allow ourselves to see the possibilities or the potential for possibilities to enter our life. We are not really open sometimes as a defense mechanism or a coping mechanism because of that pain, or just situations that we've been through in our life. We have a tendency to sort of, put a suit of armor around ourselves and sort of go, hey now. And that's kind of how I was. And I don't know why. I don't know how. I used to question it all the time, like, how did I get so lucky that he came into my life? And it's not just the come into my life part. It's the patience and the kindness that he presented and displayed in terms of my distance, right? He was very patient, very sort of, and not really forgiving. Forgiving isn't the right word, but it's the best word I can think of at this moment. He was just very patient with me, very kind with me, and allowed me to just do what I needed to do, right? Like, he wasn't like demanding, and he didn't say like, if you said this, then I'm leaving. You know what I mean? It wasn't like that. He was just very kind and let me expand and grow at my own pace. And continued to ask me to marry him several times, and I kept saying no. And it wasn't him that I was saying no to. It was the fear of going through a divorce again. Like, I couldn't do that, right? Because for those of you that don't know, I was married before. And I gone to my mom's house, and I had said, that Mark had asked me to marry him, and in my mother's wisdom, she turned to me and she said, well, what if he never asks again? How would that make you feel? I was like, what? My head like spun around, like did a couple of 360s, and I was like, oh no, I don't like that at all. It was it was the words that I needed to hear. And I literally, after that visit, said to him, like, do you still want to marry me? And it's been wonderful. Best decision that I ever made. Best thing that ever happened to me. Best feeling. Best feeling ever. Okay. Bernice says, what a cherished, beautiful memory about your mom, right? Yeah, Poppy stole the show. Absolutely. Mickey says it's pouring here in Queensland, Australia. Whole southeast of Queensland is on flood watch, as well as other parts of the east coast of Oz. Well, the tanks are full. You know, they got hit in Montreal here, like they're on flood watch as well. So blessings to you, and hope that you and your family and your neighbors are safe. Yes, that is the boring and short version. You're right, but you know. JR says, oh my God, congratulations. Thank you, thank you. Fatima says, enjoy the rest of your birthday. Kelly will watch the rest tomorrow. Blessings to you. Blessings to you, Fatima. Thank you so much for being here and for joining. I truly, truly appreciate it. You know, Mickey says, I've decided to stop kissing the toads and find the right frog for me. Right? And I get that. I get that. Flex says, that is so sweet. The story of meeting your husband. Absolutely. Kelmar, she's holding back. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm really holding. I'm not holding back anymore, but in the beginning was. Heavenly Blessed Honey says, because, baby, you are worth it. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate that. My mother-in-law, who is the best, saved the day. God bless her. Yeah. Yep, that is very true. All right, Ellen, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you so, so very much, my friend. Have yourself a wonderful, wonderful evening. And thank you again for all your love and support. Mwah. Blessings. Wow, 106 in Arizona. I feel bad complaining about the heat. The humidity is just gross. All right. So, here's what I want you guys to do. If you would like to participate in a free giveaway for a free 30-minute reading with me, private reading, I want you to put, when I tell you to, put hashtag CATS, C-A-T-S, right? I'll type it here in the chat. This is what I want you to write. Okay? On the count of 3, I have to do this first here. On the count of 3, not yet, Fleck, not yet. So on the count of 3, not free, 3. Write down hashtag CATS. And we will do the whole StreamYard thing here. Hold on a second. I've never done this before, so bear with me. Bear with me. Bear with me. Not yet, not yet, not yet. Man, there's too many buttons to make this thing work. Okay, you ready, guys? Can you guys see that on the screen? All right, here we go. Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. Put in your hashtag CATS, hashtag CATS, hashtag CATS, hashtag CATS. Oh, Fleck is the winner, but I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it again because it didn't do it right. It didn't do it right. That's not what I wanted it to do at all. Bear with me, you guys. I screwed that up. See, that's why you shouldn't do these things live, Kelly. Honestly. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I tried to do it. it only took 3 things. So I will honor Fleck. I'm going to try and set it up again. Bear with me here for 1 second. Why is he giving me the help center? I don't want the help center. I want the giveaway thing. Ha. Got it. All right, friends, bear with me. It's my birthday. Hashtag cats. Yay. Okay, so Bernice Henson and Fleck are the winners of the free 30-minute reading. Email me at dozencats4mechats@gmail.com. So there's my email address in the chat. Just copy and paste that. Send me an email and just put in the subject line like free reading. And then we can set that up. Thank you so much for participating in that. We'll do another one before we close out. Hugger Greeter, thank you so much for being here, my friend. You know, if ever you are in a chat somewhere and Hugger comes in, Teresa is so kind, constantly like wishing people well and wishing them blessings and wishing them hugs. It's a wonderful energy that she spreads throughout the chat. And I thank you so much for being here. It means the world to me. Stephanie from Trillium Tarot, I was just talking about you earlier, my dear. Thank you so much for popping in and saying hi. Truly appreciate you. I was telling everybody that you sort of previewed Johnny's tarot deck, and we put your link in the chat for people to go check you out. Thank you so much for being here. It truly means the world to me. We've got to get you on. We've got to get you on. We've been trying to get that together for a while. Mr. Ron, Unconditional Love Tarot, my dear friend. Hello, Dozen Cats Wellness Tarot. Happy birthday. Much love and many blessings. Ron sent me an email yesterday. So kind. Such a genuine, loving, caring, empathetic human being Ron is. And oftentimes I have mentioned that he reminds me of my dad, which is just like a little funny side note. But truly, Ron, thank you for all your love, all your support over the years. Don't know that I would have survived without it. Truly, don't know that I would have survived without it. So thank you, my friend, from the bottom of my heart. Truly appreciate you. Everybody go check out Ron Unconditional Love. If you don't know who he is, he's on every Saturday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Everybody saying hi and thank you and all of the... listen, I love you guys. I mean it with every fiber of my being. Truly mean from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate each and every one of you and the support, the love that you have shown me, you know, the embrace, you know, because I was a weird tarot channel. I called myself a tarot oracle channel. Nobody really knows where I fit. What was my vibe? What was I doing? I think about one of my first episodes or streams or whatever you want to call it, first lives that I ever did, which was a release ceremony, or I called it a forgiveness ceremony. It was in November in Canada, which it's cold. It was snowing. I had my parka and my mitts on. I was in my backyard. It was dark. You couldn't see anything really. I had my fireplace going, and I had written a letter to my father as well as my stepfather. I read it out loud. There was tears. There was all kinds of stuff coming out. There really are. I don't have the words to explain to you how much that support was necessary and needed. And I have never forgotten that. Like, I've never forgotten that moment that I needed love and an embrace and people. And also because of that energy that was coming back at me, in the deep recesses of my brain, I'm hoping that this experience helps someone else, that it might spark an idea for them that maybe they could do something like it or something similar, or help themselves in some sort of way if they were dealing with a similar kind of upset or pain or struggle, right? And I've said this many times, like, from that moment, I knew and I recognized, and I try to say it as often as possible, that for me, and this is just me talking, what we do here at Dozen Cats does not work unless you are a part of it. Like, I can't make sense of it unless you're a part of it, right? Because we both, when I say we both, I mean you guys and myself, we feed off of that energy, and together we make this work. And so I thank you kindly. I came to this YouTube platform. All right, now we're getting serious. I need to have a smoke. I didn't know how to throw tarot cards. I didn't know how to read oracle cards. I didn't even own a tarot deck or an oracle deck. I have the gift of the gab. I suffer from anxiety. I was reeling from the grief that I had experienced because of losing my mother and my father in such a very short period of time. I self-isolate in my home. I'm boring as crap. Like, I don't have anything to talk about. I don't have any friends. I don't leave my house. I don't communicate. I don't have anything. All the funniest thing happened to me the other day. That doesn't happen to me. And yet, for some reason, you all have been here, and continued to come here. And you gave me back my self-confidence. You reminded me of who I was and what I brought to the table. You allowed me to find my voice again, to share my thoughts, my opinions, my experiences. You never made me feel weird. You never blamed me. You never shamed me, right? All you ever did was show me love and embrace me. And that is just an amazing gift. And so, I appreciate it so very much. I don't want to be like a broken record, but truly, I appreciate it so very much. There are not enough words to describe what my subscribers have given to me. And I just hope that I can give a little bit of that back to anyone who needs it at the time that they need it. Right? All right, let us continue. I sort of went on a tangent. I do apologize. Aw, thank you, Stephanie. You're so sweet. Ron is amazing. Oh, we have somebody here. Someone's come to visit. Who do you think it is?
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Good, and you?
I gotta tell you, this stand that I bought for his laptop absolutely sucks. So it's like
I've never had a problem with it. You just got to stop moving it.
I fixed it.
If you sit still and don't move, everything should be fine.
Yeah. Hi everybody. Thank you for joining us.
Oh my gosh, this is look at what Stephanie just wrote. She goes, "I just typed the word smoke." Because I said I needed to smoke. That's funny. JR saying hi. Ron is saying hi. Teresa's saying hi. Hi.
Hello everyone. Thank you for joining us on Kelly's birthday celebration. And there's a particular reason why I wear a hat, because my lovely wife seems ageless. And there is a point where, and we're in the sort of the sweet spot where she is literally 8 years older than I am right now.
Yep, we are. We're in the sweet spot.
November, it'll become 7 again. But she has 0 gray hair, and I have lots of it. So I haven't found anybody to cut out just the gray yet. But it is, yeah. So that's why the hat, and it's just part of the whole thing that everybody knows me as. A lot of people don't even know that I have hair. I've been to a couple company events, and they're like, "Wow, you actually have hair." I'm like, "Yeah, it's just losing brown by the week here." So, I'm just reading some comments here. Hey, JR,
I'm putting them on the screen for you.
I know, I can see it. I don't do a lot of lives, so you got to bear with me. I'm not a professional like you are.
I'm hardly a professional.
I
Look at what Ron said. Ron's like under the hat mark, full of secrets.
Absolutely, Ron. You know it. So yes, thank you for joining us. I was trying to wait until you were done and joining on, and trying to set some lighting in the background here, because I don't want it to. There's a floor lamp right behind me, and it kind of just overblows everything if I
But everybody wants to see how beautiful the living room is, because they haven't seen it in a while. So you guys know how I decorate the living room. I change it. Well, this year I went cray with like my tchotchkes and stuff. Every month I've had like a different color. So Mark's gonna show you. Oh, now like no, not that light's too much, honey.
Is it?
Yeah. All right.
Too much? Not enough?
No, that light's good.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? If the kitchen table is not a disaster, we could show them our thing.
No, never.
So you guys look what. So, okay, hold on. Don't turn on the light yet. So I was like, oh, I found this really cool piece that's like totally unique, totally original. You know, what do you think? And Mark's like, yeah, I like it. And then he goes and he gets it, and he's like, do you know what size this thing is? And I'm like, no.
Oh, that's not true. You said it was 46 inches, and I said, yeah,
I said
it's big. And you said, well, I didn't think it'd be that big. I'm like, well, how big do you think 46 inches is? I mean, it's 4 feet by 4 feet.
Well, I mean, exactly. Like, 46 inches in my head was not 46 inches, right? Hi, Liz, and thank you so much for being here, my friend. It means the world to me. Thank you. So, we can't even see it, Mark.
No?
Nope, not at all.
Come on.
No, you can't see it. It's like a big blob of light.
Oh, okay, hold on. I fixed it. How about now?
Yes. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to do this.
Well, here, why don't I just take you for a...
No, just sit down.
Okay.
So can you guys see that? It's a big, it looks like, those like vintage or antique ceiling tiles, right? From back in the day. This is like a ginormous 40 by 40 ceiling tile in a wood frame. It's so pretty.
Yeah.
I got a Argoon and a half on it.
If you're on a mobile device, I don't know if you know this or not, but you can zoom into a video on a mobile device, whether it be a tablet or a phone.
Whatever.
Just saying. Technical free advice.
Okay, so now spin so they can see the things. So the color that we're in right now, friends, is like a
Well,
French.
not me.
Not you. Nobody wants
Oh.
you to spin around.
Sorry. What do you want? I feel like Van White here. See the abuse I gotta put up with?
Oh, honey, no, sit down and move the computer so they can see the corner cabinet.
Oh, sorry. You wanted me to spin.
Oh my gosh, you're hilarious. So we also got a new light, a new dining room light. And the reason we had to get a new light is because you could not see the ceiling tile. So there is the beautiful hutch over there. I bought these lovely bookends, which are corbels. And that's lovely. And
Yes, there.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we did.
Oh yeah, you can't see it's all the crap there, but
Yeah. Oh, you could show them my pumpkin. Hi, Thomas.
oh,
I'm
pumpkin.
choking on my gum.
Pumpkin's not really
Die on
that
your
good.
pumpkin. That's amazing. Good job, Kelly. Hi, Thomas. Thank you so much for being here. You guys, tarot your way. Thomas is in the house. I like your avatar. That's cool.
That's the pumpkin. I guess you want to see it up close, right?
JR says you two are the best. Bernice says we have good chemistry. Yeah, that's because we're on our best behavior. Liz says, what a great guy you are married to. He's your gift. Oh gosh, don't tell him that, Liz. We won't be able to get his head through the door. So friends, look, I bought this here at Michael's. Look how cute it is. It is a clear.
Can't really see the fleck in it, but
yeah, it's a clear glass pumpkin with like little flecks of gold. I just love it. It's beautiful.
okay, hold on. I'm gonna show them the ridiculous carvels that we can buy. Actually, it was my idea, so I can't really say much. We're gonna get you these. I don't know why. I'm an idiot.
Yeah, so I bought this corbel here, right? Or these two corbels, and I'm using them as bookends, and I just love them. Aren't they pretty? Hi, Froxy Roxy. Hello, my friend. Thank you so very much for being here. I appreciate you, my friend.
All right.
So here's the deal, friends. This is, my home is my happy place because I don't leave it. So my home is my happy place. And so it means the world to me that I can, and I love being creative like that. You know, I know it may not be that big of a deal, but to me, I just like nice things, and I like what I like. They may not be nice to anyone else, but to me, they're nice things. So listen, friends, shortly we are going to green this lovely color of sage green. And that will be until like the beginning of October. And then, because our Thanksgiving is in October, we're going to switch to like a burnt orange rust kind of color. And then when Thanksgiving is over, then we're going to switch to, I've got this like pillow that's like brown and black and cream color, like a plaid. And we're going to do that. So I'm very, very excited. And then, of course, then we get to holidays, right? Thomas, don't be like that. Everybody's getting adverted. Check out Tarot Your Way, my friends. And Hershey, the Shadow Reader, is as well was in here. I think I mentioned Trillium, Tarot, Johnny Tarot's Apprentice, Ron. If I've missed anybody, forgive me. Hello, Tammy. Thank you so much for being here, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate all of the love, all of the support. You guys are amazing. Froxy Roxy says, Kelly, I love ceiling tiles. That looks very French too. Love the corbels too. Good idea for bookends. I have French decor in my apartment too. I just sort of recently like vibe that way. I love old stuff. I love vintage stuff. I'd say it's more like, cottage country than it is like not. And then just recently, I'm just sort of like, I've always liked that shade of blue, but I'm just recently sort of like myself. And so, sort of going like room by room, changing things. I'm here for it. I love it.
That's the funny thing, I mean, when we talked about buying this house, because you wanted a century home, it's, we have like one door in the whole house. It's probably original to the house.
Yeah.
It was built in 1915, and there's one door in the whole house. The rest of it's been gutted, which was unfortunate because
there was no like details in that
all the charms gone out of it. Now some of it's been covered up. It's got 2 additions on it. We did find some old what was that siding that we found? What's it called, Cal? The green siding. When we pulled that wall down, what did we find? Shiplap siding?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's got the old shiplap. We found some old shiplap siding on the side of the house, but all the charm that we kind of wanted in a century home was kind of gone out of this. And then we went somewhat modern on our molding, with the exception of some of the chair rail and stuff. But
well, it's not really modern. I would say that like if you're into that kind of thing, it's more like a craftsman kind of molding. Not because we were trying to do that, simply because we'd never renovated a house before. So, but listen, for those of you that were with us a couple of weeks ago, I showed some of the pictures. I mean, this house is not at all like it used to be. So the room that is through the doorway that you can see behind Mark is our kitchen / dining room-ish, whatever. Eat-in kitchen.
That was the original front door at one time.
That was the original front door of the house, the doorway.
Yeah.
And on the other side of that, so in between the walls, between the living room and the kitchen, is where that green shiplap siding is that Mark was telling you just about. But that room, that kitchen, when we moved into this house, was an actual operating hair salon with the chairs and the brushes and the mirrors and the perm smell all throughout the house and the hair dryers, the cash register, like the whole thing. It was a hair salon. So when I see it from where it was to where it is now, I think like I live, in a mansion. Because I still haven't got past the fact that like I drew that and now it's real life, right?
It is a big house. I mean, it's, what is it, 1,480 square feet? Like it's a decent sized house, especially for 2 of us.
Yeah. Well, there's not just 2 of us. There's a lot of us in this house, but including the dog and the 3 cats.
No, I know. But so, the 2 additions.
Mm-hmm.
Certainly, it's actually 3. I mean, so for those of you who are into older houses, I believe, based on the research that I did, that this house has summer kitchen in it.
Yeah.
The house is not big enough to have an actual kitchen in it. So it is an actual 2-story house, but this house, I bet, did not have a running bathroom in it for the first 50 years.
No. Well, if you spin the camera around to show them where the TV is, where the fireplace is.
Mm-hmm.
So right in the slowly, so you don't avert your gaze. So where the fireplace is there, you guys, okay? Just behind the fireplace is the staircase that goes upstairs. That back wall is the end of the original house. So the whole room of the living room was the entire original house. All of the other parts of the house have been additions that have been put on over time. There's 3 additions on this house, which I'm sure is very normal for
Well, as I said, technically it's 2. I mean, the summer kitchen was closed in, but it still sits on stone foundation, so it would have been here with the house.
There's a middle section, there's the kitchen section, and then there's this section. That's 3.
Oh, right.
Anita, thank you so much for being here, my friend. I truly appreciate you, and I appreciate you being here to celebrate my birthday. Hang in there, you guys, with me. JR says, Mother knows best. I'm sure your mom is looking over you and is proud of how Mark takes care of you. If you think about it, he's the gift she left behind for you. That's very, very, very wise, JR. It's funny because my mom always loved Mark from the first moment that she met him. And I don't know what this says about me, but just the week before we were getting married, and like we didn't have like a fancy, we had a beautiful wedding, but it wasn't like a fancy wedding, but like we did most of the things ourselves. And so just a week before we were getting married, Mark and I was on the phone with my mom. And my mom said to me, and this is a direct quote, well, you better not screw this up. And I was like, what? She said, because I don't know whose side I'll take. And I'm like, okay. That's how much my mom liked Mark. Yeah. That's how much she loved
Mom
him.
and I were very close.
Yes. Froxy Roxy says, the house looks very nice. Thank you so much. I mean, here's the thing, right? I'm not showing you guys this because I'm like, ooh, look at what I have. My point when I said that, I love decorating my home because it's my happy space. It's where I spend all of my time. And so it's important to me to have the things that I love around me. There's many things that I look at and that I can point to that remind me of a person or a place or a situation or a moment in time. And those memories, those things make me feel comfortable. They actually make me feel calm. And like I'm not missing out, right? Yes, it is a big difference now. All right, Froxy Roxy, thank you so much for being here. Blessings to you, my friend. Thank you so much for your support. I truly, truly appreciate you. Miss Linda is in the house. Thank you so much, Linda, for being here. I hope you're having a good day. Thank you for being here and for saying hello and for spending part of my birthday with me. I truly appreciate your support. Thomas, no. The last time that I heard the cabinet make that weird noise was maybe just a couple of months ago. And it stopped both Rosie and I, kind of like we were just sitting there and it just sort of like made a crack. And she looked at me and I looked at the cabinet and I was like, okay. I can't explain to you the noise that it made because it doesn't do it on demand, but it literally sounded like it was being moved across the floor, even though it wasn't.
Yeah, it does. It sounds like it's being moved across the floor, like dragged across the floor.
Or like it's breaking and it's going to like all like come tumbling down.
Yeah.
But it hasn't done it in a little while, but
it's not done it in one, like, and so, I mean, that cabinet we bought,
that's an IKEA cabinet, by the way, you guys. We've had that cabinet for...
It's got to be almost 20 years.
Almost 20 years, yeah.
Yeah, and it's been in 3 houses. And it's made that noise in all 3 houses.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Bernice says, I have a lead crystal pitcher, which is 115 years or older. It has been passed down from me, to me from my grandma's side of the family. That's lovely, Bernice. That's beautiful. We have a lot of things in our house that are, that hold memories such as that. So the cabinet that's sitting right next to Mark, put your arm on it, the white one. This was Mark's grandparents' hutch. And he remembers that from his childhood. And when his grandmother passed away, his grandfather gave that hutch to us. And he didn't want me to touch it. And I pushed and pushed and pushed to repaint it. And when I repainted it, he was like, oh my God, it's beautiful.
Yeah, good job on it.
Inside it's painted like a lovely sage green color. And it's a beautiful cabinet, and it really made like the different markings kind of pop out. In the kitchen, we have a corner cabinet that used to be my mom's in her house.
I'll see if I can show you guys. Clearly we got a dust in there.
Clearly.
Stand by.
Don't you know that everything looks better at nighttime without the light on it?
No, yeah, I gotta have to turn that light off.
So that's the inside of the cabinet.
Whoops, sorry, I'm trying to get the light out of it. Yeah, okay, hold on. I'll take you for a walk.
Oh, now you're going to see all of the mess.
Yes, hold on. Let's see how we can get the mess out of the picture.
So that's my mom's cabinet from her house.
That's the
yeah.
That's that big tile that I was made to pick up on. This is the messy kitchen that used to be a hair salon.
The messy kitchen that used to be a hair salon.
I gotta show you.
You can show them mom's desk.
Oh crap! I can't. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, no, I know where you were going.
Yeah.
Mom's desk. So that's my mom's desk from her house. So the point that I'm making is we have a lot of lovely things from moments, right? I have my grandmother's chair that he's sitting in out there in the living room that has sort of like a white blanket. I recovered it. That was my Nana's chair for the longest time that I can remember. We have a gramophone in the hallway that was Mark's grandmother's that her and her siblings gave to her parents, right, Mark, for their anniversary or something?
My grandmother bought it used when she was 16. And my grandmother...
Wasn't it for her parents or something?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I think she bought it used for her parents, my great-grandma.
Right. So it still works. Not well, obviously. We need to restore it. But we have that, and we have lots of other things. So the point that I'm trying to make is those kinds of lovely things, they just mean the world to you, right? They're cherished tchotchkes, and they represent a moment, or a situation or a place, and I just think it's lovely to surround yourself, if you have the room, of course, with those kinds of things. Mo is in the house. Thank you so much, Mo, for being here. Thank you. It does mean the world to me. I can't believe all of you amazing people stopped in to spend part of my birthday with me. It truly means the world to me. Thank you so, so much. I'm very, very, very far behind in my comments. I'm so sorry.
So I just kind of want to touch on Bernice's comment there. So when my father passed, I got some of my grandmother's chests as well. And one of them was a cedar chest with the black straps on it. And then I got another one in the shed that's a steel one. And it just seemed like everybody from that era has had one of those, and they probably that's probably what they used for travel because some of them look. If you look at some of them, they look pretty weathered, like they were sitting on the back of cars and stuff back in the day.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, the cedar chests are a pretty nice addition to have.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I just want to make a comment because I just remembered something earlier. So yesterday on Facebook, I got a plethora of birthday messages, so blessed. And I didn't have my picture on Facebook, like an avatar picture or a cover picture or whatever the heck you call it, thumbnail picture, whatever. And so I put a picture up, and the picture that I chose was from my second birthday. And on my second birthday, I don't remember this obviously, but there's pictures to prove that this happened. I do remember this thing that I'm going to tell you about. I got a chair that was like a regular chair with 4 legs and had the seat and then the arms, but the back of the chair was shaped like a cat's head, right? It had the pink ears and the eyes and the whiskers. And so my cat thing goes way back, friends, way back. And I don't know why that just kind of popped into my head, so I thought I would share. Listen, when you're at the age I am now, I got to say what I remember in the moment that I remember. I can't be holding on to thoughts or I will forget it. I literally did that yesterday, didn't I, Mark? I came out there and I was like, what am I doing here? Like, I don't know why I'm here. Paisley had to run. I hope that you're still here, Paisley, but thank you for being here, my friend. Truly appreciate you. Says, gotta run, but I pulled you a dragon card for your birthday, and I got Air and Fire Dragon. Expands your creative energies and communicate your passion. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Love it. Yes, I believe that, Heavenly Blessed Honey. They are all with me. Ron says, I had a surprise this morning. Woke up to my beloved dog, Jenny, who passed last October. Heard a bark from her. Woke me up. Oh, that's beautiful. I used to feel our cat, Virginia, sort of walk up like the bed beside me. Like I would feel the what's the word? Like the indentation. You know what I mean? Like I would literally feel the bed and the blankets kind of pressed down. And I would reach my hand out and then like nothing was there. So that was right after my mom passed away that I specifically remember like that time period that I would feel that, right? Bernice has her grandma's cedar chest from when she was 16 years old. It will be 99 years old in October. Wow, that's beautiful. I love that. Thomas says, my peaches Calico will brush my leg, letting me know she's still nearby. Aw, that's wonderful. I love that. That's so sweet. My grandma's was her hope chest. It was at the end of my bed. Yep. Beautiful, Bernice. Were you with the baton? No. The baton didn't happen until I was like this summer that I turned 5. So I was like 4 and a wee bit when I started baton. Yep. It's right here. Like it doesn't go far. I love this. Happens, my godfather was what we used to call him, used to say, make a thing happen. He used to play in a band, apparently, and he used to be the drummer. And he would always make this weird kind of sound, right? And now that I think about it, it kind of reminds me of Weekend at Bernie's a little bit when I can picture him kind of like, bobbing and weaving. But he used to always be like, make a thing happen, kiddo. I don't know why that just it brings a smile to my face. Isadora says that I received a yellow depression glass pitcher from my mother-in-law. Beautiful. I mean, all of these things, right? When we get these kinds of things, they mean something to us, right? Because it takes us back to another moment. It's like no different than a song, or maybe there's a TV show. Like, for example, when my sister and I were younger, we would watch Laverne and Shirley, one of my favorite shows ever. And I remember specifically one night sitting in the living room, my sister and I singing the theme song for the Laverne and Shirley show. And my mom just sort of turned and looked at us and she's like, my babies. And we were like, what? Like it was just, and I remember that. It wasn't an important moment. It wasn't necessarily significant, right? But I remember that moment because of the look on her face, right? I felt what she was saying. And I think it's important, at least it is in my experience, to have those kinds of things around you, because especially when those people are not here anymore, maybe you live thousands of miles away or hundreds of miles away, right? It just makes you feel connected to them, right?
So, do you want to know what your dog was chasing when I had to come back there?
Probably not. No.
I'm surprised she didn't get sprayed. Because she cornered, it was a baby skunk that she cornered up on the top of the hill. I don't know how she didn't get sprayed, but she didn't.
Well, apparently someone was looking after her, so you thank them wholeheartedly. So I invited.
That's why I said your dog, right?
Yeah.
It's always my dog.
They're always my animals when they do something wrong.
Yeah.
When they do something wrong. Pam Cakes is in the house. Thank you, Pam, for being here. Yes, I did make another trip around the sun. Can you believe it? I should be exhausted from the trips around the sun that I've had, friends. You know, I tried to think today about, you know, what 59 means. And I don't know entirely, but I can tell you that I feel like a shift is in the works. I definitely feel I'm ready to move forward, right? I want to make a change. And what I mean by that is I want to continue to grow. Do you know what I mean? And I'm looking forward to whatever that brings. I really want to embrace that. And I haven't quite worked out what that is.
Well, it is whatever you want it to be, right?
No, but what I'm saying is, like, I haven't quite worked out what that means exactly, but I'm excited about it, and just the feeling that I have come to that conclusion and that I'm excited about it is the thing that I am holding on to, because for years, and my husband can tell you, there was no excitement. It was just Tuesday. Do you know what I mean? So that in itself is a blessing. Stephanie says, I'm going to take off as well and go to bed early. First election as a poll worker tomorrow. Nice. But I have a card for Kelly too, stealing Paisley's idea. The Plant Spirit Oracle, and the card is Ghost Pipe. The keywords are journeys, distance, and perspective. Beautiful, Stephanie. Thank you so much, my friend, for popping in, for being here, for saying hi. You are such a treasure. And I look forward to having you on the channel. Yes, Isadora, let it flow into your life. Absolutely. You know, I think one of the things that I've learned here is that, I'm going to say here, I mean on this channel, is that imaginary timeline, you know, that high standard, that bar that we put there for ourselves is not something that I want to focus on, right? Like, you know, I have to do this, or I want to achieve this by a certain date, or I've got this many things on my list that I need to continue to cross off, and I'm not into that now. Now I'm kind of like, you know what? If it puts a smile on my face today, I'm going for it, right? Timeline sort of be damned, if you know what I mean. Thank you so much, Stephanie. I truly, truly appreciate you being here, my friend. It means the world to me. Thank you so much. I love you. You're so sweet. MJ is in the house. Thank you, MJ, for being here. I appreciate you joining the birthday celebration. All right, so here's what I want to do. It does, right, Bernice? I mean, that's the thing. Like, I don't know how I got here. You know what I mean? Like, and when I say that, even that statement is growth to me, because I feel like I have been in the last 12 years of my life for the last 40 years. Like I feel and have felt so stuck, right? And now I am feeling this like restless energy, like, ooh, I need to get out. I need to do stuff. I want to do things. I can't wait for the thing to happen, right? For the plan to come together. Like that's the energy that I'm feeling. So that's growth. And I'm very excited about it. I just don't know specifically what that means, but I'm not worried about it, which is also growth. I get what you mean. You know how, I don't know about you guys, but you have difficult birthdays, right? Or maybe you have a difficult season, right? For me, my 30th birthday was incredibly difficult. Probably because of, where I was in life. Like never did I think at 30 years old that I would be divorced and, on my own, that wasn't part of the plan. By any stretch of the imagination. So I think that reaching my 30s was difficult because of those circumstances. But I remember the feeling of like, I don't understand how it was like yesterday I was 21 and now I'm 30. I kind of feel that now. And I think the reason now is because the last 12 years have been so like, ugh, you know what I mean? That I feel like that like there was no movement, I guess is the best way to describe it. Now I'm like, look out. I can't. But you know what I'm saying? Why are you not saying anything? I'm talking to you. Hello?
Me?
Oop. Yep.
I'm just letting you do
no, but you know what I mean, right? Like
I do. Yeah. For me, it was 40. It was we had a big party for me when I was 40, and I was more than grateful for having. God, there had to be almost 40 people at that party, but it, after that was all said and done, the next morning it was kind of like, I'm not a young man anymore. At least the mental part hit me, and I remember going back on the road. It was like, I'm doing this at 42 or 44, or it's like, when we met, it was like, Christ, I could, like, I would work no problem 19, 20 hours a day.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I used to have
4 hours and get back and do it all again. Now it's like I could barely function if I had 4 hours sleep.
I used to have two jobs. One was my regular job, and one because I was bored. I mean, if you can believe it, like, I can't even. I mean, just loading up the dishwasher and changing the kitty litter boxes is like, wow, that's a lot. You know what I mean? But anyways, we're not going down that path. The whole point.
No, I think the secret to it is that I know certainly for me, my body feels like I'm about 85 some days, but I don't feel my age. I feel younger, I think.
Yeah.
And I think that's the thing, right? Is to try and
keep
yourself in a good mental place, right?
Yeah, like as you age, you gain wisdom from your experiences. And if you are able to apply those lessons, like those learned experiences, to the path as you continue, you have a different reaction to then those experiences or those similar feelings of experiences, right? And
Mm-hmm.
if you can embrace it with positivity, with gratitude, and I think that it's perfectly normal. You get stuck in a rut, right? And you sort of forget, all that you're blessed with and all the things that you have to be grateful for. You can get stuck in a rut. And sometimes we need an obstacle or a challenge, or watching a friend or a neighbor or a family member sort of, go through a little bit of a struggle to sort of, wake us up to the fact that we do have many blessings, and we really need to embrace that kind of thinking to allow us to see things for how it is instead of how we feel it is. Do you understand what I mean?
100%.
And that's what this community has taught me. This community has reminded me what being grateful is, what being kind is, what being raw is, the importance of growth, and the celebration of sort of empowering yourself, right? To sort of wrap yourself up in your own personal power, like whatever your strengths are that you feel, right? Whatever it is that you think you bring to the table. Like, for example, like when you walk in the door every night, what does Rosie do? She literally loses her crap, right?
Yeah.
She flips out, she jumps and she barks, and she's so happy that you are there. Now, other people could say, "Oh, that's just a dog. It's not a big deal." But she is expressing genuine love. It's not made up. She does it every single day. And that has to put a smile on your face.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Now, the only reason that it doesn't put a smile on your face is because you're too busy holding on to your day. But if you walk in that door with the right idea, the right attitude, that I'm home, and you feel that vibe, like, this is my security spot, this is my safe zone, right? I feel loved here. You embrace that feeling. Therefore, when she comes forward in that excitement, you embrace that. And like all of a sudden, all your troubles just melted away.
Yeah.
It's like a two-pronged thing, right? Like, you got to be in the right mindset to be able to embrace that and get back out of that experience what's being put forward to you. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
that's a problem that a lot of us have. I certainly need to work on it. Is just when you're home, letting the day go, and just
yeah,
this is what's important this year.
Everybody goes through that, Mark. I mean, like, we were working people, and we worked like different shifts, basically, right? We had no kids, and I mean, we got caught up in it, right? I can get caught up in it here if I allow it to, but that's what I'm saying. Like, being a part of this community really taught me, or retaught me, that being present is the most important thing, right? Because if I'm not in the moment, I can't experience the moment and cherish the moment for what it is, right? It's too easily pushed to the side and forgotten about, right? All right, we have lots of beautiful comments here. Ron says the energy shift is all about freedom. That I know in a big way. Absolutely, I agree. Tammy says, hell, I'm amazed I'm still here. I too am 59. Shout out to all the 59ers. Heavenly Blessed Honey says, you are here because your true heart and ascending, or your true heart and ascending. You have moved us. Thank you for having a safe place just to be ourselves. Thank you. That's very kind. I appreciate that. Fleck says, my mom passed when I was 30. I'm sorry, Fleck. I get you when you say things happen you expect. Yeah. And I think losing your parent is like the hardest thing. And there's no, and when I say that, I don't mean that like, and I don't want to like losing other people also isn't hard. I don't mean that. But there's like a thing that happens when your parent is gone. At least that was my personal experience. And that was that, like, then there's like all this other stuff that then goes on in your thought process that can be difficult to navigate. And because we don't talk about death in terms of how you may experience it or how it may make you feel, right? It is like we don't talk about that, right? And other people expect you to act a certain way, like, you know, you're not allowed to grieve, and then you're grieving too much, and don't cry, and then you should cry. Like, you have all of these mixed messages coming at you from society, right? Because everyone's grief experience is different. And it all comes from, in my opinion, how you were raised. What kind of environment were you encouraged to express your emotions? Were you encouraged to talk about how you felt? Right? Were you told to sit in a room and write in a journal or a diary and express yourself that way? Were you raised in a religious or a spiritual place where you had a relationship with a higher power that you discuss things with and talk things out? Do you have a lot of best friends that you would confide in? Do you have a good support system? Like, there's many things that factor into how someone deals with grief. And I think a lot of them are societal and a lot of them are environmental, right? If you've never lost anyone before and your first experience with passing is someone who is, that significant of a connection to you, you're going to fucking feel that. And you're going to feel it hard, right? And if you've never gone through that before and you don't have any kind of sounding board or support system, I mean, you don't know if you're doing it right. Not that there's a right way, but you know what I mean? Like in other words, expressing yourself, getting through it, because there's steps to it. Some people, like I personally have felt like an idiot. I remember just shortly after my mom passed, there was a neighbor on my sister's street who my nieces were friends with the children, and they were just wee little, so like I don't know, like under 12 kind of thing, we'll say, right? They were probably younger than that. And this mother, young, and just like got sick, and she was gone. It gives me the chills still to think about it, because I remember my sister telling me, it was so unexpected and so like random, really. And I kept thinking to myself, like, I am a grown ass woman and I can't get past this. And there's this poor family, like these, I don't remember if it was 2 kids or 3 kids, but like these children who were devastated. And I'm a grown-ass woman who had my mom in my life till I was 45, and I can't get past this. And I blamed and shamed myself a whole lot for that until I got, some therapy and had some support and understood that, like, this is very much an individual thing, right? Hi, Austin. This is Austin. It's our buddy.
Okay.
Hey, baby boy. It's a big boy. Awesome Austin. Awesome Austin. Awesome Austin.
Any ideas, Rosie?
But I think it's a very individual thing, and it can mess you up if you don't have that right kind of support system, especially if you have a tendency to be negative, or if you happen to be in an environment where, you're told to like stifle your feelings or stifle your emotions, or, like get out and work it off kind of thing. And let's face it, for anyone that is here that is 40 and older, we were not really encouraged because our parents weren't encouraged. And I'm generalizing this statement to, discuss our feelings, right? Let's all sit down and talk about how we feel. Like, that wasn't really a thing, right? So I think that we have to be kinder to ourselves in terms of buying into, there's like a way to do it and a way not to do it. It's an individual thing and everyone is going to experience it differently. And when you do experience, I just hope that you have someone around you that is supportive. And if you don't, that you find someone to support you in that journey so that you can do it with help, right? In other words, without resistance, if that makes sense. Wow. See, now that like I get that. I mean, I was angry, wasn't I, Mark?
Yeah. I think it's part of the denial process. Or the denial stage, I guess they call it. But
yeah. I was just pissed off in general because everybody else was able to function normally and I wasn't. And so I was angry. I was angry that for whatever reason, my shoes felt like they were made out of cement and I literally couldn't move, but yet everyone else was able to go on with their life. And that's because I
think that's a bit unfair, Kel. I mean, you know what? Like,
no, I don't mean
you
that.
You went back to work and you were doing quite well up until I guess until like January after Christmas.
I wasn't doing quite well. I had to take 3 months off. That's not quite well.
Well, you did go back to work, but I'm saying like
barely. Yes, friends. I went back to work, and the day that I went back to work, they called me into HR and told me to go to the doctors and gave me my walking papers for 3 months. That's not doing well. But I know what you mean. I'm just saying, like, right. I was just not a happy person because I was like, and I'm going to be honest, like I was being a brat about it, but I didn't know what to do with it. It's like my mom just died. I don't give a shit how your day was. Like, don't you get it? I'm in pain. Like, that's how I felt. And so I became very angry, right? Okay. And thank God that I had wonderful people in my life, like my sister and my husband and my aunts, who encouraged me to go to the doctor. And the doctor then, sent me to someone to try to get some help, some therapy, so that I could learn some tips and some tools and some strategies to deal with, all of the feelings. At the same time, and I think the reason that the anxiety and the panic became like a thing that I couldn't control anymore is because, and most of you know this, so the day after my mom passed, I mean, I knew my dad was sick, but I didn't know how sick my dad was until the day after my mom passed. When I went to call my dad to tell my dad that my mom had passed, I couldn't do it. I chickened out. I hung up the phone. And I called my uncle, my dad's brother, and I told my uncle. And he said that he would call my dad and tell my dad. And then said, but there's something that I need to tell you. And that was that my father was terminal. Something in that, can you imagine in that 24-hour period, it was like I was present. And then I sort of pushed myself to the point where I'm like, I'm an orphan in this moment. And then there was like that whole messed up thing that I did in my head because I never thought that if my dad and I had like a really weird relationship. It's like complicated and messy and it's all of the things. But I never, ever believed that if I needed my dad, that he wouldn't be there for me. And in that moment, I needed him. And I'm not saying that he wasn't there for me specifically, like as a choice, but he wasn't there for me and I needed him to be. And then he made a choice and decided not to speak to me because I didn't tell him that my mother. So like I was reeling from the whole thing. Like it was so intense, so much, right? So the point is, if you don't have a good support system, get some help, right? Go to the doctor, seek out a therapist, find your best friend, get some support do not try to face it alone.
No.
Kind of where I was going. Linda says, grief is grief. Everyone has their own way of processing. Absolutely. Pam says, give every day the chance to become the most beautiful day of your life. Mark Twain said that, and that's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that, Pam. Tammy says, we grew up to be seen but not heard. 100%. 100%. You know, children are seen and not heard, right? Linda says, I stuffed my feelings when my parents passed, when my sister passed, the floodgates came open. And I think that's the thing. It's like, you know, if you are a person who doesn't normally react, like you seem very controlled, which is how I was. You know, you take a thing and then another thing happens, and another thing happens, another thing happens. And there is a point that you reach, whether you realize it or you don't, that you must release some of that tension, some of that pressure, some of that energy, or you're going to completely combust. And I completely combusted. So I totally get what you're saying, Linda. Yeah. I remember, Tammy, like the point that you make, it's making me laugh, and I'm not laughing at what you said, but I'm laughing at what it reminds me of. So I said, I went to work, right? So, recap. I had asked for a 2-month unpaid leave of absence while my mom was passing. And in the middle of that 2 months, my mom passed. So I was probably like 5 weeks into the 2 months when my mom passed away. And then I went back to work. And like literally the same day I walked into the office, I got called into HR, asked how I was. And I was like a deer in the headlights. I was like, what? And they were like, here's your paperwork, go home. So I was off for like another 2 months. I went to the doctor. The doctor sent me to a therapist. And you want to talk about angry. I'm paying this person, like this is 2012, and I'm paying this lady $185 an hour. And she was like, well, you seem very angry. And I was like, really? No shit. Like anybody at my cat could have told me that. Like I was so just enraged that I like took it out on everybody, right? And so she wanted to sign me up for anger management classes. And I was absolutely offended at that. It's like my mother died and my dad is dying. I don't need to go to anger management. I need to release the pain that I'm holding on to. Literally couldn't see the forest for the trees. Literally couldn't see the forest for the trees. So that's a really good point. What's that, honey?
That lady was a complete waste of money.
Well, the funny thing is that she was right. But I was so in my own things that I didn't realize it. And so the point why I'm putting this up, Tammy makes a really valid point. Like when you go through that grieving process, especially if you're not familiar with it, there is an element of anger, of madness that happens to you. And if you're not aware that that's a thing, it could really catch you off guard. Like I was offended. Like, how dare you say that I'm angry? I'm not angry. I'm upset. But I was angry. I didn't realize I was angry though. Right? And that can be a slippery slope. Okay. Sorry if I've triggered anybody.
Yeah, I was just gonna say we should probably move on to something else. But
Sorry, what?
we should probably move on to something else.
Well, you know, I what I want to say is this. You know, I couldn't talk about my mom before, especially on a day like my birthday. And now I just sit here and I'm not sad. I'm not upset. I know my mom is with me. There's no second guessing that. There's no confusion. I feel her love. I feel her embrace. And so what I want to say to anyone is that I realize, number one, it's easy for me to say. I get that. But because I'm saying it, I want you to hear that I'm saying it. And what I want you to hear is that there's hope, right? There is always hope. I mean, without hope, we have nothing. It doesn't cost anything to believe, right?
Yeah.
To have faith.
Don't close it. It's the worst thing you can do.
Right.
I know, because I'm guilty of it.
You know, my mom used to say all the time, like her favorite word was believe. And you must believe, right? You have to believe in yourself. So if you happen to find yourself in this spot, don't know that there is love and that there is support. And I've said this many times. If anyone ever needs to talk to me, my email is underneath all of my videos. Feel free to reach out and I'll do whatever I can to support you. You know, find a best friend, go to your family, you know, your spouse, your significant other. Many places that if you work, you have like employee assistance programs where you can get a counselor or you know, go to the doctor. There's lots of avenues out there where you don't have to navigate this alone. And I think that that's the point. And I just want to mention something else to you guys, if you've never considered it before. Grabbing a deck of oracle cards or even tarot cards is a great way to offer yourself like positive, encouraging messages, right? Call them affirmations, if you will, guidance, right? There are many ways that you can do this. So we're gonna do a little experiment here just for a moment, okay? And stick with me, friends, because we're gonna do another giveaway in a minute. You see that one just shot out? Now, Paisley said that she gave me a dragon card before that said something about creativity. I have to scroll up to see the comment, but look at this. I mean, speaking of dragon's breath with fire all over it and an easel with the cat and the dog in the photograph. I mean, come on now. I love this deck, but the writing is so tiny. But the message on this says, meditation for creativity. Now, if you guys know me and you follow me, you know I say this all the time. A great way to release your emotions without feeling like you are releasing your emotions is to express yourself in a creative way, whether that's journaling, maybe you're out in the garden, maybe you're cooking a meal and it's the display or the setting of the table or how you present the food in the plates or the servingware, you know, crocheting, lots of different ways to express yourself. You take looking at the oracle cards, right? And you look at the picture. What is the picture telling you? Like, forget the words. What does it tell you? Right? Whatever in this picture speaks to you. It could be a postcard, could be a magazine, whatever. The point that I'm trying to make is you can divert your attention, right? You can distract your attention. You can shift your focus. You can put yourself in a more positive mindset so that you can move forward, if that makes sense, right? And so what I'm trying to say is you can use things like oracle cards, tarot cards, positive affirmations, photographs, magazine clippings to really help yourself as like a little tip or a little tool.
I just want to put this up here because I thought this was a great comment. It's good to talk about this stuff. Many of us have grown up being taught that this topic was taboo to express yourself. I mean, listen, absolutely. I mean, especially men, right? My father was very hard ass and very closed off, and I think that's where I get some of my stubbornness from. But um, it doesn't necessarily have to be about you know saying the right things. It's just more about being there. Right? You can just you know talk about whatever, talk about the problem at the at hand, and or just hanging out and being there for somebody is will go a severe long way to helping out. And Linda's right. We were brought up to suck it up, and and I've seen Kelly have to go through that many times, that which we won't talk about, but Kelly's had to suck it up and do her part for the family, and it's okay to need help, and it's okay to want to talk to somebody, especially if you're a male, because we tend to hold in more, because we're supposed to be the rough and tough ones, right? So it's something that I'm still learning to do. I mean, I made my wife a promise a long time ago when I got sick that that I would be full disclosure and tell her, despite whether she was having a bad day or not, that I was having a bad day, and
Yeah.
it's not easy, especially being a male. So don't be afraid to talk about it. There's nothing wrong with it. So
Yeah, 100%. 100%. That's a great comment, and thank you for putting it up. I want to say hello to Miss MK Karen, who's in the house. Hello, MK Karen.
Hey, Karen.
Thank you so much for being here.
Say hello, Mark, for me.
It's like, oh, you're still here. I love it. Thank you so much, my friend, for being here. I appreciate you so very much. She says, happy birthday, dear Kelly. You are special, compassionate, strong, loving, and so much fun to be with. Wishing you an amazing year. Thank you, my friend. I truly appreciate you. Mwah. Tammy says that she retired after her mother's death. I mean, I tried. I tried for many years, and I was doing okay, but I could take like one thing, and then I could take like two things, but if like three things happened, I was like game over. And as I got older, it became more difficult to like, I had to have so many things in a certain way in order for me to function, that it was becoming just a challenge to make all that happen, right? Like I was putting all my energy into, like, I had to get up like 3 hours before I had to get ready to go to work, because I had to like sit still for like an hour and I couldn't move, and you know what I mean? Like I had to have so many things fall into perfect order in order for me to just get out of the house, that it became overwhelming, that I was putting so much energy into that before I even got to work. And I think I struggled with that because, and I'm sure that there are a few people, us childless cat ladies can identify with this. I excelled at my work, and I was happy to do so because I sort of felt like my work defined me. That was my measure of, my contribution to the world, to society, to my home, to my success, whatever, or all of those things. And when I felt like I wasn't in anymore, I really felt badly, right? And then I went through a whole other cycle of beating myself up. And to the retired point, it was really lovely to be able to just have that freedom. What's going on with you? I'm kicking you out. Come back. And we have a blank screen. I don't know what's going on. Bernice says that she does cooking, and I don't know what's going on here with the stream. Nothing's happening. My comments are not clicking on and off. I'm still here, you guys. Don't go anywhere. Sorry, I don't know what happened, you guys. Our internet just kind of went all wonky on us. We're back.
I was just getting the backup ready.
We're just messing with you. No, we weren't. It just sort of went whoops. I guess really what I was trying to get at is just having the freedom to not have that kind of pressure. I mean, I realize that not everybody has that experience, and I'm very, very grateful. Yes, thank you to all the moderators. Flex says my dog helps me pick out a card every day. The cat never is interested in what we're doing. Yeah, my cats only want to lay on my keyboard. They don't care. Rosie also doesn't care. I have to be honest. Hershey says, hi Kelly and Mark, just wanted to pop in and see you and say hello. Happy birthday again, beautiful. You were a great mentor for me when I started my channel. I will always appreciate. Thank you very much, Hershey. I do appreciate that. We did mention your channel earlier before, and I'm pretty certain that we put your link in there. Everybody go check out Hershey. I'm so grateful for everyone that popped in tonight and joined me. You know, I don't want this to be like a Debbie Downer kind of moment, and no offense to anyone whose name is Debbie. This really is a celebration, although it may not look like it just because I'm getting tired. But the fact that I'm here and that I'm present and that I'm open and that I'm looking forward to the future is a testament to the power of having support, which is what we all do here for each other. Having a connection to spirit, being embraced by that, and having love and support in your life through my husband and, of course, my animals, my family. For anyone who is feeling, less than, they're tired, they're down, things are not going the way that they want them to, please don't give up. Believe in yourself, have hope. Reach out, look for support wherever you can. You don't have to go through this alone. There are always people here to lift you up and to help you. And this journey has been the most significant journey of my lifetime. It has renewed my hope and renewed my faith, and I actually feel like I have something to look forward to, and that's all because of you, my beautiful and wonderful subscribers and friends and fellow readers and this community. This journey has been quite a surprise. It was totally unexpected. This was not part of my plan by any stretch of the imagination, and I still don't understand how it happened. But I think that that's the best part of it, is that it was not on my radar. It wasn't expected. And I think that's why it continues to surprise me. And it's just a beautiful thing, right? Just a beautiful thing.
Yeah, so I just want to give a big thank you to all of you as well. I mean, listen.
Look at what Flex says. I knew a Debbie once and she was really tired.
As some of you may know who do this like we do, it takes an awful lot just to turn a camera on and start talking to yourself, and then going
Right.
through the ups and downs of what if, is this going to work, is this not going to work? It really plays on your mental health.
Well, it can. I don't mean to interrupt you. Here's the thing, though. Okay. To the point that you're making, but to the point that you're making, Mark, it's really, really important that I emphasize this. When I first came to YouTube, I had no idea what I was doing. I did not have a manual. Like, it doesn't come with an instruction booklet. You just turn the camera on and hope for the best. I was criticized. I was ridiculed, right? Like, my lighting sucked. I wore too much makeup. I shouldn't smoke on the screen. Blah, 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 whatever, yada, yada, right? For every 1 or 2 negative comments that I've had come at me, I've had a abundance of positivity come my way. And when I first joined, I thought, sure, I could be one of those channels that has, 50,000 subscribers. I mean, why not? Why not think that?
Mm-hmm.
I am not going to sit here and lie to you guys and tell you that I wasn't in it to win it in the beginning and I wanted the 50,000 subscribers, because why the hell not?
Well, I think everybody wants it, right?
But now, no, I'm not about that. I am here when I feel inspired to do a reading, to give a message, to provide whatever I can provide in whatever way that I can. I'm not into the competition. I'm not into the negativity, and I've had a whole lot of it come at me, and I'm just not into it. Like, I just want to do my thing. You know what I mean? And that's who I surround myself with. And so back to Mark's point, and sorry for interrupting you, but yes, it's not easy. Doesn't matter what you're doing, like whatever your content is, it's a lot of work, especially if you're genuine and you care. It's a lot of work.
And listen, certainly, I think about it today. Man, had we not missed the boat all those years ago, we probably could have had.
Oh my God.
We could have lit YouTube up, and
like literally, like this. Watch.
Anyways, it's not easy, right? Like, it plays a lot on your mental health, and but thanks to you guys was my point, that how supportive you are for Kelly and I, and it's not even me. I mean, Karen, please stop. You're going to make me blush. It's you guys that make the difference. You know what I mean? And Kelly and I talk about it all the time. It's like, you know what? Like, don't worry about the negative naysayers and all that. It's, you turn that camera back on for you guys, who come and support, with your comments and just letting her know that you're here for her. And that's what any of us could ever want, and Kelly's very fortunate. She has a lot of you who are very supportive for her, and I can't say thank you enough.
He's just grateful that you all keep me out of his ear for the amount of time that you do. He's like, thank God you're going live. He doesn't want to talk about the nights that he says, like, are you sure you don't want to go live? You should go on. I'm kidding. Now, this is an interesting question, and thank you to everyone for all of those lovely comments. I appreciate you saying that, because here's the thing, to Mark's point, I couldn't do this without his support, right? Because I didn't have a camera, I didn't have a microphone, I didn't have cards, right? You had to pay for StreamYard. I had to do all these things. I had to buy all that stuff. I had to spend a lot of money, and I don't have a job. And he was like, honey, anything I can do to help you. Now, I realize everyone who starts their channel starts it in a different way. And like that, I'm not saying like that's what you have to do. I'm saying that's what I did. And so I had to put some money out. And thank God I have a husband who loves me and is like, yeah. I mean, if it makes you happy, I fully support it.
No, I mean, hey, listen, you did it for me really what we spent is...
Well, that's what a partnership is about, right?
It's not, Christ, we spent thousands and thousands of dollars.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we did.
Thousands, tens of thousands of dollars doing what I love doing for years.
All right, here's JR's question. Mark, when Kelly told you she was going to start a channel, what was your reaction?
I was actually surprised. Usually it's me who's kind of living on the edge and trying stupid new stuff. Well, not that it's stupid, but she would call it stupid because it was my idea. But she's also been very supportive. So I was surprised because for the Kelly that I know of 26 years, this is new for her. It's usually me starting. It's usually me starting the YouTube channel first, or doing something like that. And for her to start it, and then for me to get into it, is the first.
Yeah.
But she's done very well for herself, thanks in most part to you guys, because you can only sit and talk to a camera for so long, and watch your numbers slowly creep up and slowly creep up.
I mean, you guys know how I have a special affiliation with the number 11. So literally every month as a content creator, you get a like a monthly roundup, and it tells you, how many subscribers you have and how many views you had and how many clicks you had and all of this kind of crap. So I got that email, and it said, I've received a whole 2 subscribers this month. And I'm like, wow. I mean, that's not great compared to what I used to do, right? But I'm like, okay, whatever. And then literally go to my YouTube studio, which is where I upload my like daily videos and stuff like that. Or like for this live stream, I might go in and I might like change or edit something on it, right? Before it happens. And it's like minus 11 subscribers. And I'm like, whatever. Like, I used to be very concerned about that stuff. Number one, because I didn't understand it. And number two, I was, when you first start out with YouTube, it's like get to 100 subscribers, right? And every so often they change the parameters, like the requirements for what you need to get to the next level. So when I started, you needed 500 subscribers to get a community tab. And just as I was at like 450 subscribers, they started to change it and were giving smaller channels, meaning channels with less than 500 subscribers, the ability to have a community tab. But because I lived in Canada, I wasn't able to get it. So I was stuck in this limbo stage for like months. And I was like so upset because I was like, oh, how unfair, right? And I'll be honest with you guys, it'll blow your mind. When I think about the distance between when I hit 1,000 and where I am now, I mean, I should be at 3,000.
Mm-hmm.
But I realize that what I do now is completely different than what I did then. I'm not different. Yeah. I still do me. I don't work with as many people. I'm not on as much. It became too much because I threw myself at it, and I can admit it. It became sort of like a drug in a way. The more I was on, the more I got from it. And I don't mean that in money because I wasn't subsidized, I wasn't monetized, so I didn't receive anything. But I got the energy and the love and the support back, right? And the more I got that, the more I needed it. The more I felt like I couldn't function without it. Like I was only Kelly when I was live, or I was only Kelly when I was reading, if that makes sense. And so I threw myself at it. I was on all the time, working with everybody that I could, coming up with all these crazy readings. And I had some negative experiences, and I had a couple that really messed with me, and I had to step back. I had to take a break. I had to find some balance, and I had to bring myself back to a place of like, why am I here? Like, why did I start this? And I started this because I didn't want anyone to ever feel the way that I did. I wanted to take the blame and the shame out of feeling like bad about yourself for whatever the reason is. Right? And so I was like, okay, that's why I'm here. So when I feel I need to do a live, when I feel like I need to put out a message, that's when I do it. Not because I said I was going to, but because I want to, because I feel it. And I feel so much better doing it that way because it feels more organic, like it's meant to happen, if that makes sense. Good night, Heavenly Blessed. Thank you for being here, my friend. Many blessings to you. So that's what I'm saying. Like that's why I do things the way that I do them now. And it's not like no shade against anyone. I've been doing this for 3 years.
Yeah.
3 years. 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes a lot out of you, right? Like I have over 1,000 videos on my channel. That's a lot of videos. I don't begrudge any of it. Every single, interaction has been a learning step, but I just like the vibe that I'm in here right now, right? And I'm not saying I'm not going to change it and I'm not going to do something different. I don't mean different like different completely, but I just mean I can't say that this is going to be the way that it's always going to be, but for right now, this feels perfect for me. And there's something kind of going back to that comment that we made, that Tammy made about the being retired. And I said about the freedom. There's like a freedom that I feel now where I'm not like a producing monkey. You know what I mean? I kind of do my thing for the reason that I want to do it, not because I feel like I have to.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And to the other point, I mean, let's just get real about it. And again, I don't want to be all like negative, right? Because we're supposed to be celebrating and stuff. But the other part of it is, this is the internet, and the hate, the negativity, the nasty comments, the things being taken out of context. You missed my question. It doesn't even have to be like a bad thing. It's just like you're sitting here, a person, right? Who I don't have an operator's manual. I didn't grow up in the computer era. And, I'm trying to read and, I'm trying to navigate the stream and I'm trying to have a conversation with my chat and I'm like clicking button. And then someone's like, you missed my question or, that doesn't make any sense or whatever. And like, it's hard, especially when you deal with like low self-esteem or low self-confidence. Do you know what I mean? It can do a number on you. So you really have to navigate a healthy balance to be able to show back up the next time with the right kind of attitude.
Yeah, you certainly don't do it for the money, not for, and listen, we are all very fortunate that YouTube does what they do for creators.
100%. Yeah.
But you don't do it for the money. I mean, for 1,000 subscribers, you make anywhere from $100 to $600 a year if you're lucky.
Yeah.
You're not doing it for the money. You're doing it for a passion, and whatever that passion is, so that's why it's so important, when we say, hit the like button and subscribe and do this and do that, it's just more to share the channel. And one thing that if there's one thing we ask is that, if you think that Kelly or whoever the creator you're watching is doing a good job and you've gotten anything from it, just to kind of, give 2 seconds and say, hey, good job or whatever, right? The more of that kind of interaction, it just kind of, whatever that does with YouTube, it kind of shares that so more people get to see it. So, and that's why it's so important to have awesome people like you guys, who follow the channel and are so supportive, because it kind of, it makes it worth turning the camera on the next time you come on. So.
Well, that and the fact that it also, I think that it helps to keep me balanced. Like, for example, I'm just going to pull a name off, like, JR is not going to lie to me, JR's going to tell me, like, if I ask for an opinion, JR's going to tell me, and I believe JR, because I think you were like my number 2 or number 3, or like you were like the first 5 subscribers that I ever had. So like, you're not going to lie to me, you know, you're, and there's a trust there. And that's important to me. Like, I want to know the truth, right? I don't mind constructive criticism, but I don't take kindly to, you know, the critique criticism. Do you know what I mean? Like someone said before, like, if you don't like it, click it, like, leave, like, go to another channel, right?
There are many videos that, you know, that I watch and people that I follow, and it's different when you're a creator, because I don't, you know, if I disagree with somebody, I just don't leave a comment, because I don't like it done to me, and I don't do it to anybody else. But, you know.
And that's a valid point. Yeah, absolutely. I love what Thomas has said here. My biggest thrill is seeing all the positive comments for those who tune in later. Comments count. And they do, because
They do, yeah.
You know, when someone says to you, like, that really resonated with me, or, you know, like, whatever, like, I like the deck that you're using, whatever it is, right? Like, I like that top, like, whatever it is, they're letting you know that they heard you, like, that they're acknowledging you, you know, you're being seen. And why else do you do this unless that? Do you know what I mean? Like, I turn on the camera to be seen. I read with passion because I want you to hear it. Do you know what I mean? I share all these personal things about myself because I want you to know that I'm being authentic. Like, I'm not just like telling you what I think you need to hear. I'm telling you it because I'm being guided to share this information, because somehow it's going to make sense to you. Do you know what I mean? I hope all of that makes sense. Anyway, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do another giveaway. So this is for a 30-minute free reading. Okay.
That's kind of cool how you did that. I don't know how you did it. You have to show me how to do that.
Yeah. Hopefully I don't screw this up. So when I tell you to, okay,
not before
until I tell you to.
Yes, not before.
Okay. You're going to type this into the chat. I'm going to type it in. Oh, shoot. Helps if you're in the right section, Kelly. Oh, my God. It wouldn't be a Kelly stream if I didn't have a technical issue.
If you screw it up and you start typing it before she tells you to, then I'm going to give you the tarot reading, and good luck to you.
Okay, so we're going to do this.
Nothing like a good old 4-hour free reading. I'll figure it out in 4 hours.
I'm trying to think of what we're gonna do this. Okay, so I'm gonna put it into the chat. You guys can see that. So it's hashtag DZN cats. Okay, when I tell you to, everybody cross all the things that you can cross, and don't fall off your chairs. And hope that Kelly can do this right. Oh, shoot. That didn't work. Okay, bear with me, friends. Bear with me, bear with me, bear with me. Okay, hashtag DZN. Bear with me, bear with me, bear with me. Okay, so I'm going to share this. You guys can see it there. All right. On the count of 3, are you ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Put it into the chat. Why is it not working? Oh, jeepers creepers. It did it again. Technical difficulties.
We're going to start over. Start over.
No,
Okay,
it's
maybe
going
not.
now. It's going now. It's going now. Ron! Yay, Ron! All right, and we're gonna do one more. We're gonna do one more. Don't anybody type anything though. It'll do it again. Okay. Mary. So Mary Thornberry, Ron Unconditional Love. This is the email right here. Dozen cats for me chats.
You guys should just be lucky it didn't end up getting my 4-hour reading.
That is the email. Send me an email and let me get rid of that. Send me an email. Just put in the subject line free reading, and we will schedule a time to do the reading. So, do you have any last words, honey?
Nope. Just thank you for everything and congratulations on all the success, and start growing some gray hair so I don't have to keep it all.
I will try to work on the gray hair so that you don't feel bad about yours. Yeah. Hi, Sophie. Thank you so much for joining us. This is my birthday celebration. We've been here for 2.5 hours. We're just sort of winding down, but I appreciate you being here. Mary Thornberry, thank you. I didn't even see you slide right in the door there, so thank you for being here and congratulations. Truly, everybody, I am just honestly so touched by your love and by your support. I hope that you know how much of a difference that you have made in my life and in my heart. Truly phenomenal. Truly phenomenal. All right. All the lovely readers that were here in the chat tonight, Hershey the Shadow Reader, Thomas.
Lock your links up in the chat.
Yeah, I mean, the links have been in there. So just to recap, Hershey the Shadow Reader, Thomas from Tarot Your Way, Ron Unconditional Love, Stephanie from Trillium Tarot, and Johnny from Tarot's Apprentice. If I've missed anybody, I'm very, very sorry. Thank you all so much for being a part of this. Do go check out their channels and show them some love. And I will be back on Friday night. I think right now it's set for 7 p.m. Eastern time, that is, and we're going to do another Friday at the fire pit. So hopefully, weather permitting, that it doesn't rain. We'll do a Friday at the fire pit. So make sure that you've got your notification bell checked off so that you don't miss that. And of course, I am working on a new schedule for the beginning of September. So I will announce that as we move closer to that date. But thank you so much for making this an extra special birthday. I feel the love. I feel so blessed and so grateful. And I'm just so thankful to share just part of my day with you guys. Truly, it means the world to me that you let me into your space, right? Truly. Thank you so
thank you so much for everybody for showing up, because it would have made this awkward for 2 hours. Well, I've been on for 2 hours, so she had to put up with me for 2 hours and nobody watching. So I do appreciate it. And thank you to everybody for
Mark and I reading cards to each other.
all the well wishes for Kelly and I, and guys, thank you so much for joining us. It really means a lot.
All right. Thanks everybody for being here. Have yourselves a wonderful day. I wish you many blessings, lots of love. Have a great week, and we will see you when we see you next. Mwah.
Bye, guys. Take care.
We're gonna play some music on the way out. Okay. I got this today. This is supposed to be a birthday song. Are you ready for this?